A general rule of thumb is that 70 linear feet of Romex is needed per 100 square feet of living space. For an 8,000 square foot house, you would calculate the total linear feet of Romex required by multiplying the total square footage of 8,000 square feet by 70 linear feet and then dividing by 100 square feet, resulting in 5,600 linear feet. It is important to consider additional factors such as a basement, the number of levels, and the size of rooms, as well as local electrical code requirements. Basements may require more Romex due to additional lighting, outlets, and equipment. A reasonable adjustment would be to add 25% to the basement square footage for this adjustment. The number of levels may increase the linear feet requirement slightly, therefore, it may be necessary to add 5% for each additional level. Larger rooms may require more outlets and lighting, and adding an additional 10 to 15% to the overall footage to accommodate these adjustments may be necessary. Remember that local electrical codes may vary, so it's important to consult with an electrician to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations and safety standards. Let's go through an example calculation to demonstrate how to incorporate these considerations. Assume the house has a 2,000 square foot basement and 2 levels above ground. Firstly, calculate the Romex needed for the basement by multiplying the basement square footage, which is 2,000 square feet, by 70 linear feet and dividing by 100 square feet. This results in 1,400 linear feet for the basement. Secondly, calculate the Romex needed for the 2 levels. Multiply the combined square footage of the 2 levels, which is 6,000 square feet, by 70 linear feet and divide by 100 square feet. This yields 4,200 linear feet for the 2 levels. Thirdly, adjust for the size of the rooms. Applying a 10% room size adjustment to the 4,200 linear feet calculated for the 2 levels results in an additional 420 linear feet. The total linear feet of Romex required is then the sum of the Romex for the basement, the Romex for the 2 levels, and the room size adjustment, which equals 1,400 plus 4,200 plus 420, or 6,020 linear feet. Always round up to the nearest standard Romex coil length to ensure you have enough material on hand. When calculating the amount of Romex needed for a project, consider the following factors to refine the estimate. Firstly, understand the layout of the house, including the location of outlets, switches, and lighting fixtures. Reviewing the blueprints will provide a clearer picture of wiring requirements. Secondly, calculate the branch circuits. Determine the number of branch circuits needed based on the anticipated electrical load. This will influence the amount of Romex required for each circuit. Thirdly, consider the wire gauge. Choose the appropriate wire gauge for each circuit based on the amperage and voltage requirements. Common gauges include 13, 12, and 10 American wire gauge, or AUG. Fourthly, calculate the length of each run. Estimate the length of each Romex run from the electrical panel to the various outlets, switches, and fixtures. Add extra length for connections and any necessary slack. Fifthly, account for vertical runs. Do not forget to include vertical runs of Romex between floors or to ceiling fixtures. These runs can add significant length to the overall estimate. Sixthly, factor in waste. It is common to have some waste due to cuts and mistakes. Add an extra 5 to 10% to the overall estimate to account for waste. Seventhly, consider future expansion. If there are plans for future additions or renovations, factor in additional Romex to accommodate these changes. Eighthly, consult local codes. Always consult local electrical codes and regulations to ensure compliance with wiring requirements. Ninthly, obtain multiple quotes. Obtain quotes from multiple suppliers to compare prices and ensure the most cost-effective option. Tenthly, document the calculations. Keep a detailed record of all calculations and assumptions made during the estimation process. This will help with tracking and adjustments if needed. Additionally, consider the complexity of the project. Projects with complex layouts or unique features may require more Romex than initially estimated. Pay attention to areas such as kitchens and bathrooms, where there may be additional electrical requirements due to appliances and moisture. Be aware of specific requirements for dedicated circuits, such as those for refrigerators, dishwashers, and air conditioners. These circuits typically require larger gauge wire and dedicated Romex runs. If the project involves smart home technology or automation systems, factor in additional wiring for control systems, sensors, and communication devices. The placement of the electrical panel is also a critical consideration. Ensure the panel is located in an accessible and convenient location, and factor in the distance from the panel to the furthest outlet or fixture. Remember to account for the number of outlets and switches in each room. Rooms with more outlets and switches will require more Romex due to the increased number of connections and wiring runs. Also, consider the type of insulation used in the walls and ceilings. Some types of insulation may require special types of Romex or additional protection for the wiring. If the project involves running Romex through conduit, factor in the cost and insulation requirements for the conduit. Also, consider the potential for electromagnetic interference or EMI in certain areas of the house. Shielded Romex or additional grounding measures may be necessary to mitigate EMI. Plan for cable management and organization. Use cable ties, straps, and other organization tools to keep Romex runs neat, tidy, and secure. Consider the potential for future maintenance and repairs. Plan for easy access to wiring and connections to facilitate future troubleshooting and repairs. Prior to finalizing the estimate, conduct a final walkthrough of the property to verify measurements and identify any potential issues or discrepancies. The accuracy of the Romex estimate depends on careful planning, attention to detail, and compliance with local codes and regulations. By following these guidelines, it is possible to develop a reliable estimate that meets the needs of the project and ensures a safe and efficient electrical system. Also, consider the impact of energy-efficient lighting. LED lighting, for example, may reduce the number of circuits required, which in turn reduces the amount of Romex needed. Be mindful of voltage drop, especially in long Romex runs. Use appropriately sized wire to minimize voltage drop and ensure proper performance of electrical devices. Take into account the number of floors in the building and the distance between floors. Multi-story buildings may require more Romex to account for vertical wiring runs. Be sure to comply with all local electrical codes and regulations. Failure to comply can result in fines, delays, and safety hazards. Consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure compliance. Always use proper safety equipment and procedures when working with electrical wiring. This includes wearing safety glasses, gloves, and using insulated tools. Take steps to protect Romex from physical damage during installation. Use nail plates, staples, and other protective devices to prevent damage from nails, screws, and other objects. Consider the impact of ambient temperature on Romex. High temperatures can degrade the insulation and reduce the current carrying capacity of the wire. Use high temperature rated Romex in hot environments. Be mindful of the potential for corrosion, especially in damp or humid environments. Use corrosion-resistant Romex or take steps to protect the wiring from moisture. Factor in the cost of labor when estimating the total cost of the project. Labor costs can vary depending on the complexity of the project and the experience of the electrician. Consider the potential for unforeseen issues or challenges during the project. Add a contingency to the budget to cover unexpected costs. Keep accurate records of all the expenses and track progress against the budget. This will help to ensure that the project stays on track and within budget. Remember to factor in the cost of permits and inspections. Electrical work typically requires permits and inspections to ensure compliance with local codes. By considering all of these factors, it is possible to develop a comprehensive and accurate Romex estimate for the project. This will help to ensure that the project is completed safely, efficiently, and within budget. Also, remember to consider the panel size and capacity. Ensure that the electrical panel has sufficient capacity to handle the anticipated load. Consider the future needs of the electrical system. Plan for future expansion and ensure that the wiring infrastructure is adequate to support future needs. Take into account the aesthetic considerations. Choose Romex colors and routing that are aesthetically pleasing and minimize visual clutter. Consider the use of surge protection devices to protect electronic equipment from voltage spikes and surges. Factor in the cost of these devices when estimating the total cost of the project. Remember to properly label all circuits and wiring. This will make it easier to troubleshoot and maintain the electrical system in the future. Be sure to use properly sized wire connectors and terminals. Improperly sized connectors can cause overheating and electrical hazards. Consider the use of arc fault circuit interrupters, or RSIs, and ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, to protect against electrical shock and fire hazards. Take into account the potential for rodent damage to Romex. Use rodent-resistant Romex or take steps to protect the wiring from rodents. Be mindful of the potential for condensation in cold climates. Use condensation-resistant Romex or take steps to prevent condensation from forming on the wiring. Consider the use of flexible metal conduit or FMC in areas where Romex may be subject to physical damage or vibration. Take into account the potential for static electricity buildup in certain areas of the house. Use static dissipative Romex or take steps to ground the wiring to prevent static buildup. Be sure to properly support Romex runs to prevent sagging and strain on connections. Use cable staples, straps, and other support devices to secure the wiring. Consider the use of thermal insulation around Romex runs to improve energy efficiency. This can help to reduce heat loss in cold climates and heat gain in hot climates. Take into account the potential for water damage in areas prone to flooding or leaks. Use waterproof Romex or take steps to protect the wiring from water damage. Be mindful of the potential for electromagnetic interference or EMI from nearby electronic devices. Use shielded Romex or take steps to ground the wiring to reduce EMI. Consider the use of a whole house surge protector to protect against voltage spikes and surges entering the electrical system. Take into account the potential for lightning strikes. Use lightning protection devices to protect against damage from lightning strikes. Be sure to properly ground all electrical equipment and wiring. Grounding is essential for safety and helps to prevent electrical shock hazards. Consider the use of a home automation system to control lighting, temperature, and other electrical devices. This can improve energy efficiency and convenience. Remember to regularly inspect the electrical system for signs of damage or wear. Address any issues promptly to prevent safety hazards. If unsure about any aspect of the electrical wiring, consult with a qualified electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to ensure that all work is performed safely and in compliance with local codes. Consider the long-term costs of the electrical system, including energy consumption and maintenance. Choose energy-efficient appliances and lighting to reduce energy costs. Remember to properly dispose of any waste materials from the electrical project. Recycle materials whenever possible to reduce environmental impact. By following these guidelines, it is possible to create a safe, efficient, and reliable electrical system that meets the needs of the household.